The Tomba dei Leopardi is one of the best-known painted tombs in the Monterozzi necropolis at Tarquinia, and a key document for understanding 5th century BC Etruscan funerary imagery. The chamber is usually dated to the early 5th century BCE, with modern guides giving dates ranging from 470 to around 450 BC. Its name derives from the two confronted leopards painted above the entrance, while the interior preserves a banquet scene, musicians, dancers, and a procession of youths carrying offerings. The tomb lies within the Etruscan necropolis of Monterozzi near Tarquinia and was discovered in 1875. It is a single-chamber burial with a double-pitched ceiling, and it is widely regarded as one of the best-preserved murals of Tarquinia. The tomb's importance is not only visual, but also methodological. It preserves a coherent painted program in which the decorative system of the ceiling, pediment, and walls can be studied together as a carefully planned funerary interior rather than as isolated images. The entrance zone is dominated by the tomb's eponymous leopards, shown in a heraldic arrangement above the doorway. Their placement is not incidental. In Etruscan tomb painting, animals above an entrance often function as threshold markers, visually separating the world of the living from the interior space of the dead. In the Tomba dei Leopardi, the leopards frame a central plant motif and establish the tomb's name, but they also create a charged transition into the banquet scene beyond. The animals themselves reflect broader Greek influence, since the tomb's imagery is widely described as showing Attic inspiration from the first quarter of the 5th century BC. The main wall presents the tomb's central image, a banquet of 3 couples reclining on kleini while nude servants bring drink to the diners. The composition is arranged as an extended frieze, with the figures aligned horizontally in a way that mirrors the narrow rectangular space of the chamber. The banqueters are rendered as elegantly dressed men and women, creating what scholars often describe as a conjugal symposium. This is one of the most important iconographic features of the tomb, because it shows not merely men at drink, but mixed gender conviviality. The women are shown with lighter skin and the men with darker skin, following an established convention inherited from archaic Greek, Near Eastern, and Egyptian visual systems. The iconography of the banquet has been debated for decades. Some older interpretations identified the women as courtesans, while more recent scholarship tends to emphasize that they are equal women within an elite, domestic, or commemorative setting. The arrangement of the 3 couples has been compared to the later Roman triclinium, since the figures are distributed in a way that evokes a formal dining arrangement. The scene therefore projects an ideal of elite sociability into the funerary sphere, turning the tomb into a place where the deceased may be imagined participating in eternal or commemorative dining. The side walls expand the program beyond the banquet itself. On both sides of the central scene appear musicians, dancers, and a small procession of 6 youths carrying offerings toward the diners. The musicians play flute and lyre, instruments strongly associated with Greek and Etruscan banquet imagery, while the dancers and procession give the chamber a sense of movement and ceremonial continuity. The offering bearers are especially important compositionally because they connect the outer walls to the central feast. They approach the banquet in a sequence that turns the room into a staged ritual procession rather than a static picture gallery. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe so you won't miss new ones.